Elvis Aaron Presley was born in Tupelo, Mississippi on January the 8th, 1935. Elvis moved to Memphis, Tennessee in 1948, where his musical influences were on pop and country music of the time, the gospel music he heard in church, and the black rhythm and blues he absorbed on historic Beale Street as a Memphis teenager. In 1956, Elvis began his singing career with Sun Records label in Memphis. With a sound and style that uniquely combined his diverse musical influences and blurred and challenged the social and racial barriers of the time. He was an international sensation. The Australian Roadshow Company are proud to present Jonny Cruz, Australia's newest salute to Elvis Presley.
Oh, I wish I was in the land of cotton. Old times, they are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away. Takes the land. Deep down Louisiana, close to New Orleans, we're back among the woods in the evergreens. Soon an old cabin made of earth and wood. Lived a country boy named Jonny Be Good, who never ever learned to read or write so well, but he could play guitar just like a ring in a bell.
Cruse Zammit, actor and radio presenter on 97.7 FM, is on the line right now to talk to us about Elvis Presley. And now, audiences here to this radio station know Jonny does a breakfast program here on Tuesdays, but how many of you didn't know that he was an Elvis tribute artist too? I thought we'd catch up with John this afternoon. John, welcome into my program.
Good afternoon, Leigh. How are you?
I'm doing well. Nice to have you here today, pal, in the guise of Elvis Presley.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's actually an honour to come and have a chat to you on the show. We really never have a chance to talk much, do we?
No, we don't. Once or twice on the Eau de Cologne, but now we're doing that on this Eau de Cologne here, yeah. How did you get involved in Elvis?
I've got to blame my mother.
Really?
I really do. She was Elvis crazy. I've actually still got my uncle made Mum a denim vest with the really flat gold press studs with Elvis, the King of Rock and Roll, on the back of a denim jacket. I think it would have been in about the 1960s, early 50s.
Right.
And I've got that now. And it's just throughout the years, Mum always, every chance she could, it'd be Elvis this, Elvis that, Elvis this. I'm surprised Dad didn't end up building a house, on the same scene as Graceland. But no, look, she grew up. Well, both my mum and dad did like it, and all the family. And being European, of course, Elvis was pretty big with all the Europeans as well. And rock and roll just came in and it just took over the world.
It did. My wife's a great lover of Elvis too. We're heading over that way next year to go to Memphis and have a look.
Oh, fantastic!
But, I want to go over there and do that. So, but she's a bit like your mum, I suppose. Just an Elvis diehard. She really is. And when he died, oh God, the women were just heartbroken, weren't they?
Oh, wasn't it? It was like maybe the Myer stores in the city had shut down for good.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It was really, and it was sad because he was a great entertainer.
Yes, he was. I was working in Warrigal Radio in those days on 3UL, and I was doing the breakfast program, and around about 7:45, I think it was, in the morning, the news came through. We used to get the news from the Herald Sun 3DB in those days, and the news came through that Elvis had died. Well, we were all shocked. So within 3 hours after that, I had a special to air at 12:30 in the afternoon saluting Elvis, but they're the sort of things we all did because he meant so much to us.
Oh, definitely. I flew over to Graceland on Elvis' 75th birthday not that long ago. I think it was about 2009, 2010. And I wanted to go to Graceland, not because, it's Elvis Presley, it's Elvis Presley. I wanted to see what his home life was like.
Right.
As a person, how he would live, which obviously was very hard for him. He couldn't be like you and I and just go over to the shop to get ourselves, a 3-litre cask of milk or something and go back home. It was so hard, but it was really good. The visit was fantastic.
And how did he live? What did you find?
Oh, look, everything was so... Funnily enough, there were not a lot of cameras around. I thought there'd be very high security.
Right.
There wasn't... I don't think we actually even saw a security guard on the site itself. And, of course, being so big, because it was Elvis' 75th birthday, we got access to a VIP access to Elvis' private party afterwards, which I actually met up with Priscilla and Lisa Marie, which was absolutely fantastic. And they're talking about how his cousin now takes over looks after caretakes the property, and it's not as it looks huge, but it's not, because obviously, as you can appreciate, in the 60s, the size of properties weren't as big as you can get them now. There weren't no 50-bedroom mansions and so forth, and it was nice. It was a nice feeling. It was a humble place to visit, and look, I may not get the chance to go there again, but I do suggest to anyone that gets a chance to go over and just have a look and see how he lived and see Elvis's home. It would explain a little bit more about him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one of those things that should be on your bucket list.
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly on ours, and that's our plan for next year. We're going to New York, heading down to there, and then Las Vegas. But yeah, May wants to go there and see him or see his place, and I wouldn't mind seeing around Memphis and some of the recording studios. Did you get down to Sun Records at all?
Yes, I went to Sun Records. I've actually got some photos down playing. Actually, sitting at Elvis's piano.
Oh, wow!
Down at Sun Studio. So I'll send them through to you. And,
you must do that.
So,
you must do that.
All these jumpsuits and costumes, and the company that made Elvis's costumes, which is B&K Enterprises, they're the same company that make mine.
That's where you got yours from?
Yes, and
because you've got the white outfit too, haven't you?
I've got nearly 7 of them now. I think the wife's really ready for divorce. They are fantastic. Look, I mean, the Aloha suit, which was Elvis's trademark, was,
yes.
And the reason why he did the Eagles suit was to show his love for America, and talking Australian dollars, it could set you anywhere back between, $10,000 to $15,000 up.
Wow.
To, just for one suit.
A lot of do-re-mi, isn't it?
Oh, look, it is. But when you want to do something, especially like as I'm doing with a salute to Elvis, it's we want to do it 110%, not sort of like half-cast.
Well, let's talk about the salute to Elvis. Where are you performing it?
Look, I'm at next Saturday and Sunday. Saturday I'm at the Yarram Country Club,
right.
Saturday night, and then Sunday afternoon I'm at the Paynesville Wine Bar.
Oh, nice place, yep.
Yeah, I'm not taking a band or anything. It's just me as a solo with backing tracks.
Right.
But obviously we'll bring out the costumes and so forth. As I try to say to a lot of people that come to my shows as well, I'm just an ordinary man paying tribute to a legend. Look, there are a lot of Elvis Presley tribute artists out there, and they all deserve their own right in what they do. I may not be 6'3" and 80 kilos. I'm probably about 167 centimetres and about 110. But this is my way of taking, a trip down memory lane for the people that come and see the show, and just to celebrate Elvis's music. I don't walk around with, you know what I look like without the hair and everything else. I don't walk around with the sideburns and prance around as if I am Elvis Presley. But there are tribute artists out there who are absolutely sensational. I do go and see a few of them just to support them because, some of them are really good friends of mine. And just to mention one, Damien Mullins is an absolute legend, and his shows are just incredible.
Right.
I would pay to see him over and over and over and over and over again, just to support him. He's a good mate, and there's room for everybody, you know what I mean?
Well, you're doing it now, and as you say, not getting up there as Elvis, but your tribute to the man. So you've got those 2 shows, Yarram Country Club, then the Paynesville Wine Bar on the Sunday of next week. Any others coming up?
Couple coming up in November for the Elvis show, but I can't mention anything as yet.
All right.
But if I can give myself a quick plug,
yep.
I also do solo, like crooner stuff and everything else. Tonight and tomorrow night I'm at the Seaford RSL.
Right.
And I'm at the Dandenong Workers Club Sunday afternoon from 3 till 6.
So this week at Dandy? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good spot, Dandy Workers Club. That's quite a good club there.
Yeah, it is actually, yeah. It's quite good, yeah.
We should get them to advertise in this program, I think.
Yeah, well, why don't we?
Yeah, you might talk to them on Sunday when you're there.
Yeah, I'll do a show there. They can do some advertising.
John, it's great to catch up with you and
so much.
to see what you're doing and how you're doing it. So with all of your shows, I wish you well, particularly for the Elvis Presley ones. I'm a great fan of Presley myself and a fan of what you do too. Take care, mate. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Leigh.
Okay, bye-bye to you.
Cheers. Bye.
There he is, John Cruse Zammit. You can hear him Tuesday mornings here on The Breakfast Show at 97.7 FM. And if you're around Yarram or Paynesville or heading down in that direction, go and take it in. Saturday, the Yarram Country Club. Paynesville on Sunday at the Paynesville Wine Bar. Or if you're up this neck of the woods here, pop along to Dandenong at the Workers Club on Sunday. Have a listen to John.
Please laugh again. Daddy, ride us on your back again. Oh, Daddy.